1987, Horicon, Wisconsin. It started with a bunk bed. The Tallman family, Debbie, Alan, and their kids, had just moved into a modest home in Horicon, Wisconsin. When they purchased a second-hand wooden bunk bed and set it up in the kids' room, things changed almost immediately. Hey, I'm Mim, your spooky earth storyteller. Today, I'm gonna take you deep into the shadows, where true stories blur the line between the paranormal and the unexplained. The children grew restless, sick. One said they saw a witch with glowing red eyes. Another claimed a voice told them they'd die in that room. Doors began to slam. Radios turned on by themselves, on stations that had long gone off air. But it was what happened to Alan that made him finally believe. One night, while walking through the house, he claimed to hear a voice. "Come here." He followed it into the garage. No one there. Then, something invisible shoved a 200-pound storage shelf off the wall, nearly crushing him. The family called a pastor, who blessed the home, but it didn't help. The activity continued. The final straw came when the entity allegedly showed itself to the children as a glowing red figure rising from the floor of their room. Terrified, the Tallmans fled. They never spent another night in the house. The case drew attention, so much in fact that it was featured on the TV show Unsolved Mysteries in 1988. A local radio station reported it. Neighbors backed the claims. The bunk bed, believed to be the object tied to the haunting, was destroyed. Let's find out why these things are happening. Because hauntings don't just happen. They're born from something. A tragedy buried in time. A secret no one wants to speak. Or pain that never had a place to go. The Tallman haunting didn't just begin with a bunk bed. It attached itself to it. Here's the darker theory, rooted in whispers and overlooked clues. The second-hand bunk bed was purchased from a local resale shop, but no one ever tracked down exactly where it came from before that, who owned it, what house it sat in, or what history it carried. Local rumor tells of a farmhouse just outside Horicon, long since demolished. In the early 1970s, a teenage boy was found hanged in his bedroom. Some claimed it was suicide. Others whispered about strange behavior leading up to his death. Voices, isolation, and drawings of strange red figures. The family moved away in shame. The house was quietly emptied, and the furniture sold or discarded. Some believe the bed the Tallmans brought into their home was from that room. And if that's true, it may have carried more than wood and nails. It may have brought the residue of trauma, a kind of emotional scar that can twist into something darker. Paranormal researchers refer to this as a conduit object, an item that absorbs energy from extreme events and eventually acts like a lighthouse for entities, or worse, a doorway. What adds weight to this theory? Once the bed was destroyed, the activity stopped. The house itself went quiet, but the question lingers like smoke. Was it haunted? Or was it haunting something else through the people who lived there? To this day, the exact cause was never explained, and the story is considered one of the most credible cases of modern American hauntings, partly because the Tallmans never profited from it and begged for privacy after the story broke.